Juventus, your old club, Liam, against Real Madrid, first game in Turin. The result Juventus got against Spurs at Wembley was extraordinary, really. I mean, Spurs took the lead. Juventus in the first match had looked tired, really. Even Chiellini, Buffon, they looked, wonderful players who just had played maybe longer than they should have. But they came back in the most remarkable way to win that match 2-1. They're playing Real Madrid. Real Madrid against PSG was the most impressive performance I saw, Liam, in the Champions League this year by anybody. It was really clinical, both home and away.
Yeah, well, I watched both games as well. I thought the home game was a little bit closer. I thought PSG had good chances and didn't take them. But, it was very impressive for Real Madrid to go to Paris and do what they did. I think they got a little bit of help with a sending off. Sending off for PSG, that is.
Yeah.
But Real Madrid, watching them this season, it looks like that they got so far behind in the league that they kind of said, well, let's forget about that and let's get ourselves ready for the tail end of the Champions League. Let's make sure that we're, in the best form we could possibly be. And it looks like they are. And it looks like the players that we know so well, Cruz and Modric, Casemiro, Ronaldo, they're all coming onto into the form that we know they can do, and they're certainly a huge player in this. You would make them favourites against Juventus, but I think we did the match for RTE. The first leg, Tottenham-Juventus, and although Tottenham were very impressive, I think both of us did say you can never write the Italians off, and you can't,
No.
because they seem to pull it out, especially when they're written off. Buffon was great at Wembley, wasn't he? Chiellini was brilliant at Wembley, and they did have young Dybala that they didn't have in the first leg, and he pulls the strings and he makes chances for Higuain, and he got a great goal himself. So I think it's if you're a bookie, you'd make probably Real Madrid 6-4 to go through, but it's close, Eamon.
Okay, I mean, interestingly, in Paris in the second leg, he left Modric out, he left Cruz out, and he left Gareth Bale. This is Zidane, and he played Asensio, Isco, and Carvajal, the right back, is a very, very, very good player, Liam. And of course, PSG were without Neymar, but these young guys stepped up to the plate in a way, I must say, that shocked me. Asensio in particular, Vasquez came on and played. These are guys we haven't even heard of, but they played with a sort of shape and a purpose in that match that was really very, very impressive. And I would say, if they don't draw each other, it's going to be a Barca-Real Madrid final, I think, which would be completely fascinating.